As I talk about this business assessment, there's going to be 4 components. I'll start over here. Component number 1 is with what we call external impacts. External impacts, that's component number 1. Component number 2 is our business practices. That's number 2. Number 3 are our business, what's our business capacity? And then 4th on the list is, at the end of the day, are we successful? We call that our business performance. So we have those 4 components. I'll go back and talk about each with one best practice. So number 1, when we're talking about external impacts, the one that I want to mention first is about what are our citizen or our client preferences. That's an impact. Now, what I won't talk about are all those international, national, regional, local things that happen every minute of every day that impact our business. We're not going to talk about that, but we are going to talk about the external impacts that we can know a lot about, we're not going to guess about, and we're doing a statistically valid citizen survey. We do that a lot. We don't have to guess about what the citizens want. We ask them. And if we do the same survey 100 times, 95 times we get the exact same results at what we call a precision of plus or minus about 4%. How better to know what your clients want or your citizens want? When's the last time you bought anything and with your receipt they didn't ask you to fill out the survey on the receipt? That can be external impacts. There's many other criteria, but we'll just talk about that one today. The second component that I talked about are our business practices. Again, I'm going to select people. We get things done through other people, do we not? That's how we can become successful or not. If we have the right people on board, not just people on board filling vacant seats, the right people on board. And are they all feeling like they want to move together in the same direction to accomplish your goals to reach success? That's what all of our businesses are after, to be successful for our stated goals. The third component we talk about is our capacity. A lot of our capacity can be a math problem. It's not always simple, but for an example, what I'm doing for a lot of my clients now is determining in their park system, what are they asked to do by their elected officials, administration, and really by the citizens when they express their preferences. What are they asked to do, and quantifiably, what kind of resource does it take to accomplish that? We can say, for example, if our preference is to mow the parks once a week, and then trim and edge and paint and pick up trash and clean up the graffiti, at this level of service that we've learned on our external, from our clients, from our citizens, at that level, we can quantify the resources that's going to take to accomplish that level of service, and then we can just simply identify, quantify what our resources are that are available. We have X number of staff, full-time, part-time, seasonal, we've got the right kind of equipment, etc. And what we find almost every time is there's a gap between what we've been asked to do and the resources that are available to do. We can quantify all of that, and we can say, with the resources we have, here's, and assuming everything's working nicely, people are working hard, etc., the machines aren't breaking down, we can accomplish this level of service, period. If you want a higher level of service, we do not have this third component, the capacity to do that. We can't just work harder. We don't have the capacity. And then we'll move to our fourth component, which is about performance metrics, if you will. And when you think about any business that you're in, for all of you in the audience today, no matter what you do, it has something to do with repeat business, return clients. If folks aren't coming into your business, unless you change your way of operating with a different product, a different price point, whatever it might be, you're not going to be successful. If you work at City Hall and people say, We no longer want to take part in paying for a golf course or something. It's out of business. So that is our performance piece of that fourth component. So I'll just summarize and close out by saying that I know that all of us are striving every minute of every day to be successful in our business. We worry a lot when things are out of sync a little bit. So what we have to do is take a proactive approach. We have to use this assessment tool that I've described today, go through the various components, strategize about what's working well, but more so about what isn't working well, and make the adjustments that are needed to move us toward the goals that we call our success factors. Thank you all very much. I've enjoyed being here today with you.